Hello students. Now in this session we are going to study
conjugate beam method. So students, now we will discuss the conjugate beam method. The conjugate beam method is an engineering method to derive the slope and displacement or deflection of the beam. The conjugate beam method was developed by H. Muller and Otto Mohr. These two scientists has derived this conjugate beam method. But more famous is Mohr's theorem, that is called Mohr's theorem. Two theorems are there, similar to moment area theorems. There are two conjugate beam theorems are there, that is also called Mohr's theorem, but these theorems are different, right? So conjugate beam is a beam of same length that we have a beam. Suppose this is our cantilever beam and this is real beam. This is the real beam, actual beam, right? So conjugate beam is of same length L. L length is here, L length is here, same length is there, right? As that of the real beam, but loaded with bending moment diagram. Now this beam is loaded with bending moment diagram. The bending moment diagram is a triangular now. Now new beam, which is called conjugate beam, is loaded with this diagram. This diagram. So this is the bending moment diagram, right? So it is loaded with bending moment diagram. So this beam is loaded with, this is bending moment diagram, and it is loaded with this diagram divided by EI. EI need to be taken care, right? And support conditions are different. Support conditions are different. You can see here, it is a fixed point. B was a fixed point here. Now it becomes free here, right? So which was fixed point, it becomes free. And the free end, this was free end previously. This is free end. And now it becomes A point is fixed point now, right? So there is difference that in cantilever beam, the free end becomes fixed end and fixed end becomes free end, right? You can see here the difference between real beam and conjugate beam in this table also. In this table, you can see here that, and there is no difference in pinpoint, right? This is the real beam and what is the conjugate beam of that. The pin joint will remain pin joint, there is no difference. Roller joint will become roller joint, there is no difference. It means that there is no change in simply supported beam, because in simply supported beam, one is the hinge joint and another is the roller joint, so they will remain same. In cantilever beam, there will be some difference, that fixed joint will become free and the free joint will become fixed. These are the differences, right? So you have to remember that. So this is an example that there was a cantilever beam, the free end becomes fixed end, this is the free end, it becomes fixed end, and fixed end becomes free end, right? And the load is the bending moment diagram basically. So bending moment diagram is now becomes the load of the conjugate beam, right? So this is how it will be utilized to get the slope and deflection. So let us proceed further in next slides. So further in conjugate beam, there are two theorems that is also called Mohr's theorem of conjugate beam. Theorem number one says that the slope at a point in the real beam is equal to the shear force at the corresponding point in the conjugate beam. The slope conjugate beam is the loaded with bending moment diagram. So this is loaded with bending moment diagram, and there is change in support. This is free end which becomes fixed end, free end becomes fixed end, and fixed end becomes free end, right? So by this way we have made the conjugate beam. Now in conjugate beam, at any point, say if you want to find out the slope at point B, suppose you want to find out the slope at point B, theta B, then you have to find out the shear force in the conjugate beam, right? So if you want to find out the slope at point B, say theta B, so that will be equal to theta B in real beam will be equal to the shear force at conjugate beam, at B in conjugate beam, right? So this is the theorem. So to find out the slope at B, you have to find out the shear force in the conjugate beam at same point B, right? So this is same written here, that theta A, if you want to find the slope at A, this will give the shear force at A of the conjugate beam, right? So this is how we use the theorem 1 of the conjugate beam method, that is also called Morse theorem. Theorem 2 states that the deflection of a point in the real beam is equal to the moment at the corresponding point in the conjugate beam. So if you want to find out the deflection, suppose you want to find out the deflection at a point, say you want to find out the deflection at point A, suppose. What is the deflection at point A? So after loading, there will be some deformation in the real beam. So there is deformation in the real beam, this type of deformation. And suppose A point becomes this point. So this is the YA. This is the deformation in the real beam. This is the deflection, YA, right? So if you want to find out YA, the deflection at A point, that will be equal to the bending moment at point A, at same point in the conjugate beam. So that will be equal to bending moment at A in conjugate beam. And conjugate beam is loaded with the bending moment diagram, right? So to find out slope, you have to use the shear force, and to find out the deflection, you have to use the bending moment. So this is the concept of conjugate beam.